And then what did you make of Sophie Cunningham's flagrant foul on JC towards the end?
It was a flagrant foul.
You think it's like defending England or defending the team, or how do you view just how it opened?
I view it as a flagrant foul.
That's about the game too.
Yeah, well, I mean, you guys came for basketball.
Yeah,
Let's talk about basketball.
Yeah.
Come on now.
What do you think of just how you all were able to pull in the second half, Caitlin, in particular?
We're going to the Commissioner Cup Championship.
Let's
That's
go!
pretty exciting. Y'all want to talk about that? Let's talk about that.
What do you think, again, in the second half?
Yo, Basketball Nation, strap in for the wildest story in hoops right now. Caitlin Clark, the WNBA's golden child, is fed up, clapping back at the league after they suspended Sophie Cunningham for a jaw-dropping flagrant foul that left fans screaming. The Indiana Fever are charging toward Commissioner's Cup glory, but whispers are growing louder. Is Clark ready to ditch the WNBA for good? This is the drama you can't miss. Smash that like button, hit subscribe, and let's dive into the chaos. The clock's ticking. The Indiana Fever are battling the Phoenix Mercury, and the arena's buzzing with tension so thick you could cut it with a knife. Out of nowhere, Sophie Cunningham, yep, the Mercury's enforcer with a Taekwondo black belt since she was 6, unleashes a flagrant foul on Caitlin Clark that sends her crashing to the hardwood. The crowd erupts. Refs blow the whistle and X lights up with fans screaming, "That was dirty!" The WNBA didn't just let it slide. They slapped Cunningham with a 1-game suspension. But
NBA record. This is her second season. And you put the numbers together, it's like 10 seasons. That girl did it in 10 seasons. That means she had 1 a season. Caitlin Clark is... when Caitlin Clark gets to 10 seasons, she's going to have 100 of these. And y'all can't get a girl her roses. Now, I don't like the fact that she be getting woke because she don't want all these lesbians to be mad at it. At the end of the day, is the woman putting in the work, she's putting in the work. And
here's the kicker. Fans are calling it a weak PR move to dodge the real issue. Clark's been taking brutal hits all season, and this foul felt like a personal vendetta. Was Cunningham defending her team's honor, sending a message to protect her squad? Or was this a straight-up cheap shot aimed at humbling the league's biggest star? I'm calling it, this was no accident. It's part of a pattern where Clark's getting targeted, game after game, like the WNBA's trying to break her spirit. But Clark, she's a warrior. She pops up, brushes off the dirt, and stares down her haters with that ice-cold swagger. The refs called it right, but the suspension? It's a Band-Aid on a broken system. Drop your take in the comments. Was Cunningham's foul a gritty play or a low blow? Caitlin Clark isn't here for the nonsense, and she's letting the WNBA know it. After the Cunningham suspension dropped, reports say Clark unleashed a fiery response, calling out the league for its shaky officiating and failure to protect its players. She didn't name Cunningham directly, but her message was crystal clear.
This is all going according to plan. This is ideal. Caitlin Clark is holding up her end by being awesome and by being a trash-talking jerk on the court. Love it. Her teammates are holding up their end by having her back. The other players in the league are holding up their end by not liking her. Perfect. Couldn't have written a better script. Caitlin is talking trash to this girl. This girl's hard fouling her. Her teammate Sophie Cunningham, who got a black belt in Taekwondo at the age of 6, she's like, I will F you guys up. All of it's great, and Caitlin's a killer. 10 out of 10.
I'm done being your punching bag. Fans are eating it up, flooding X with posts like, Caitlin Clark's carrying the WNBA and they're letting her get smashed. The hashtag #WNBA drama is trending hard, with over 50,000 posts in 24 hours, and Protect Caitlin Clark is a full-on movement. Get this. Clark led all players in 2025 All-Star fan voting. 2 million votes, more than Aja Wilson, Breanna Stewart, and Paige Bueckers combined. But her peers? They ranked her 9th among guards. 9th for a player dropping 18.2 points, 8.9 assists, and 5 rebounds a game. That's not just shade. It's a whole eclipse. Fans are livid, with one X post saying, the WNBA's jealous of Clark's shine. Straight up sabotage. This isn't just rookie hazing. It's a league turning its back on the one player who's made it must-watch TV.
Caitlin Clark is driving the WNBA insane. It's to the point that she may need to step away from the WNBA, have a billionaire come in that has the money to prove a point, and say, Caitlin, I'll pay you $50 million just to see if the WNBA can make it without you. Let's go create a completely different league and expose the hell out of the WNBA just to embarrass this Angel Reese girl that Jameel Hill just said she could go down as a Michael Jordan of WNBA.
Well, I will say this. When Caitlin Clark was out, they lost 55% of their viewership. So, like, basically, Caitlin Clark is paying all their salaries.
Pretty much.
I mean, at the end of the day, you can hate her as much as you want, but she's brought in millions of fucking dollars. So you should be kissing her ass.
And that kind of defeated the purpose of Angel Reese's argument of she's like, hey, it's not just Caitlin Clark that is bringing all the viewership to the WNBA. It's like, well, it definitely is. It's like it kind of proved that with the viewership rating being down that she significantly increases viewership with
They try so hard to compare her to Caitlin Clark. They try.
The drama's got everyone talking. Is Clark being punished for being too good, too confident, too everything? Or is this just the price of fame in a league full of egos? Let's hear your thoughts below. But let's pump the brakes on the drama for a second and give a massive shout out to the Indiana Fever, because they're serving heat. In their showdown with the Connecticut Sun, Clark and her squad flipped the script in the second half, turning a nail-biter into a straight-up rout. Clark was a maestro, draining logo threes, threading no-look passes, and getting her teammates fired up. That third quarter, a 20-point explosion, with Clark dropping 12 points and 5 assists in 10 minutes. Aaliyah Boston was a beast in the paint, and Kelsey Mitchell was splashing from everywhere. This wasn't just a win, it was a statement. The Fever punched their ticket to the Commissioner's Cup Championship, and the basketball world's buzzing. With 3 Fever stars, Clark, Boston, and Mitchell, repping the 2025 All-Star Game, this team's a problem. But here's the cliffhanger. Clark's been nursing a groin injury that had her sidelined recently. Will she be 100% for the Cup final? The stakes couldn't be higher. This is where legends are born, and Clark's ready to cement her legacy. Imagine her hoisting that trophy, silencing the haters with every clutch shot. Are you hyped for the Fever's run? Drop it in the comments if you're riding with Indy. Now let's get to the heart of the storm. Could Caitlin Clark actually leave the WNBA? The rumors are hitting fever pitch, and they're not just hot air.
Caitlin Clark did her thing. Coming off of the injury, she returned for the Fever, and I swear I am not being hyperbolic. We were immediately gifted one of the greatest halves we have ever seen in the WNBA, and I say that with all context involved. This series from Caitlin Clark, the pull-up 3 here, and you are about to see back-to-back-to-back triples for Caitlin Clark in this game. I am not trying to erase the things we have seen from Maya Moore, from Diana Taurasi, A'ja Wilson's 53-point game, Stewie, Cynthia Cooper. Like, we have seen incredible halves of basketball, but you see Caitlin Clark coming off of that made 3 from the Liberty. Pull up, of course. She's making it in that moment.
Clark's been a one-woman revolution. Before she arrived, the WNBA was scraping for airtime, playing to half-empty gyms. Now, sold-out arenas, games moved to NBA-sized venues, and her jerseys outselling every athlete in every sport. When Clark was out with that injury, WNBA viewership tanked by 55%. 55%. She's not just a star, she's the engine keeping this league alive, funding salaries, boosting TV deals, even putting merch in fans' hands. But how does the WNBA repay her? By letting her get brutalized. From Dijonai Carrington's eye poke in the playoffs to Angel Reese's flagrant foul to the head, complete with bench high fives, the league's letting Clark get treated like a human piñata. Refs look the other way, calling blatant fouls common or ignoring them. The front office? Silent, more worried about dress codes than their stars' safety. Analysts like Christine Brennan are sounding the alarm, saying the WNBA is unprepared for Clark's impact. Fans on X are screaming for change, with one post going viral. Caitlin Clark's paying everyone's bills, and they're trying to break her. The wildest part? The rumors of Clark's exit are gaining steam. Option 1. She bolts to Europe, where women's hoops stars are treated like royalty. Big contracts, real protection, no high school drama. Imagine Clark balling out in Istanbul or Barcelona, free from the WNBA's mess. But there's a crazier idea, the billionaire gambit. Picture a mogul like Mark Cuban stepping in, offering Clark $50 million to sit out or launch a rival league. A new women's basketball empire with Clark as its face could crush the WNBA's ratings and expose its flaws. Posts on X are hyping it up. Let Clark start her own league and watch the WNBA crumble. The data's undeniable. Clark's absence already cost the league half its audience. Without her, it's empty seats, fading sponsors, and a league reduced to a trivia question. Is the WNBA pushing its savior out the door, or can they wake up and protect their biggest asset? This is the drama shaking the sports world. All right, Hoops fam, we're at the crossroads of basketball history. Caitlin Clark's fighting back against a league that's failing her, while leading the Fever to Commissioner's Cup glory. Will she stay and dominate or walk away and change the game forever? Drop your hot takes below. Should Clark leave the WNBA? Who's winning the cup? Smash that like button, hit subscribe, and turn on notifications so you don't miss the next chapter of this saga. Follow us on X for real-time updates, and let's keep the fire burning with Cheer Caitlin Clark, our WNBA drama, and Commissioner's Cup. Until next time, stay locked in and keep ballin'. Peace.